Welcome back to Tyler's Retro Reviews for my second Survivor Series review, 1998. Spoiler alert, the next three shows are way better than the 93 installment, which, ugh. We're gonna continue on with the, Survivor Series reviews with Survivor Series 1998. This was the Deadly Games tournament, and yeah, we all know about this. So anyways, November 15th, which will be a week away from the 15th anniversary, 25th anniversary of this show, but next week will be the 20th anniversary of the next Survivor Series we're going to talk about. At the Kia Center in St. Louis, Missouri. Now, at Breakdown, Undertaker and Kane double pinned Stone Cold Steve Austin and the WWF Championship was vacated. Then at Judgment Day the next month, there was a match between Undertaker and Kane where the winner becomes the new WWF Champion with Austin as the referee. Here's my problem with that. They did not make the new design of the WWF Championship. Well, they did the night after WrestleMania 14, but it was not the one we think about when Austin and The Rock and Triple H held the belt. No, this one was a digi blue strap, and they still have the old block logo, but then they had to redo the belt. So that's why they did the no contest at Judgment Day, but that led to Stone Cold, getting fired. But then the night after, Austin came back, and this led to Shane Man, bringing Austin back for a 5-year deal, which is coincidentally, 2002, the walkout. Not going into that. And this was the first Survivor Series to not have a traditional Survivor Series match. The other time I did that, 2002, and then most recently last year with the War Games. And now they're going to do the War Games again this year, so at least they're not doing brand warfare for like the umpteenth billion times because it was running its course. But anyways. Now the main people in this tournament are the main favorites to win it. The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Undertaker, Kane, and Mankind. And there's a wild card in it, the Big Boss Man, but regardless, we're going to talk about. Now, instead of in the original video I made 4 years ago, which was not in this here, it was outdoors, but we are going to talk about the entire show from start to finish. There's 14 matches on the card, and this will not be short than that last video. So anyways, Mankind was facing a mystery opponent. Now, Mankind was christened the new Hardcore Championship. And we all know the Hardcore Championship becomes big by the 24/7 rule. But yeah, Mr. McMahon was in a wheelchair because Undertaker did the stair spot. We'll see that again by the next Survivor Series we're going to talk about. You already know what that is. And that's led to, Austin being a doctor saying, oh, I'll take, the one with the bedpan, basically. There were talk about who is the mystery opponent, but yeah, Mankind defeats Dwayne Gill, the future Gilbert, in a first round match. Yeah. This match lasted like 30 seconds. It was just a quick squash match. That's all I have to do. And it's like the Mankind going on to the quarterfinals. But yeah. Anyways. Then we get another first round tournament match. Al Snow defeats that wild slap nut Jeff Jarrett. Okay, that was a little too harsh, but in an okay match, 4 out of 10. These matches are really short because this is a tournament-based show, so I get why these matches are short because it's a tournament-based. Stone Cold Steve Austin defeats the Big Boss Man by disqualification in another tournament, Deadly Game tournament first round match. This was a way to, a pretty decent match for 5 minutes, but again, it was 3 minutes. You don't get much time in a tournament that's full length. But anyways, the match ended with Boss Man hitting Stone Cold with the nightstick, and Austin moves on to the quarterfinals. But unfortunately, the next match, by the way, 5.5 out of 10. The next match, Austin did not have to face an opponent. When X-Pac and the real man's man, William Regal, ended in a double countout. So that's where result of this match, Stone Cold Steve Austin gets a bye. And Vince McMahon says, Austin gets a bye? Austin gets a bye! Yeah. So Austin moves on to the semifinals because of the double countout. 5 out of 10. Again, it was 8 minutes though, but yeah. Another first round match in the tournament. Ken Shamrock defeats Goldust by submission, so Ken Shamrock moves on to the quarterfinals. And Shamrock at this point was the Intercontinental Championship. This was a good little match, a 6 out of 10. Now, the next match was originally supposed to be The Rock versus Triple H. But unfortunately, Triple H would not come back until 2 weeks later. Which, by the way, Briscoe and Patterson came out to the DX theme, which is funny. And then they said, your opponent now, The Rock's opponent will now be the Big Boss Man, and Boss Man comes in, Rock, small package him, 1, 2, 3, Rock moves on to the quarterfinals. It only lasted 3 seconds. It was mostly a segment, basically, as a match, basically. So it's not going to ever be a raid, but it was kind of funny, Boss Man runs down to the ring, gets small package by The Rock, 1, 2, 3, match is over. Hilarious. But speaking of The Rock, Rock was initially the number 1 contender for the WWF Championship. He won that triple threat cage match at Breakdown, but then the championship got vacated, and he had to keep his spot in the Deadly Games tournament. He beat Shamrock by DQ, but it didn't count. He kept his career against Mark Henry, and he's back in the Deadly Games tournament, so that's why. Anyways, now we move on to the quarterfinals. So, Undertaker and Kane did not have a first round match, so they were inserted into the quarterfinals, which the Undertaker defeats Kane. This has been a long-standing feud back at Bad Blood 97 when Kane... Actually, the story when Paul Bearer betrayed the Undertaker at SummerSlam 96. I mentioned all that. Some point I'll have to redo those. So, and it's shocking to see Paul Bearer went back to the Undertaker, and Undertaker does and this led to, the seeds playing for the Ministry of Darkness. Although before they merged with the corporation, it wasn't that bad. However, speaking of Undertaker, in about 2 days I'm going to his little show he's doing. So, but yeah, this match, alright. This was nothing like their match. It's better than their matches in 2010, let's just be honest here. Except for Night of Champions and bragging rights. But, oh my god, that storyline was so dumb, but yeah. Undertaker won. The match was okay. A 6 out of 10. Nothing like their WrestleMania match or their Inferno match, but yeah. Yeah. And then we get the other quarterfinal match. Mankind defeats Al Snow. So the winner of this match will face Stone Cold Steve Austin. And you already know it's going to be freaking Mankind. You're not going to have Al Snow versus Stone Cold. Come on. Mankind won. Was there any doubt? The match was decent. 5 out of 10. And again, the reason why these matches are not long, or not getting high grades, because tournament. That's why. And then we get the other quarterfinal match. Again, who in the hell is going to win this match? The winner of this match faced The Undertaker. The Rock defeats Ken Shamrock. You know The Rock's going to win this. You're not going to have, like I said with the last match, you're not going to have The Undertaker versus Shamrock in the semifinals. Come on. And this was a good match. And the finish came when Bossman comes out, he distracted referee Mike Chioda. He was going to throw the nightstick to Shamrock, but The Rock intercepted, hit Shamrock with the nightstick to win. That was creative finish right there. A 7 out of 10. Probably the best quarterfinal match of the three. And as a result of this, The Rock versus The Undertaker in the semifinals. In the other semifinals, Mankind versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now, we're going to take a break from tournament action to first of three championship matches of the night. For the WWF Women's Championship, Sable defeats Jacqueline to win the Women's Championship. This was a okay match. Also around this was another story of the night. Shane McMahon was a referee. Now, Shane McMahon, in his early days, was in fact a referee, so there's that. But yeah, it was just a whatever match. 4 out of 10. Because his role was not big in this. Because next match, the semifinals match, Mankind defeats Stone Cold Steve Austin. Probably one of the best matches of the night. These two have really good chemistry together. And this biggest moment of the night, Vince McMahon came out of his wheelchair. He wasn't crippled. That was a line I made in my action figure match last month. Was it last month? It was my second action figure match, yeah. You're going to see a Survivor Series show I'm going to do also, so stay tuned for that. Pulls referee Mike Chioda, and Vince hits him in the face. Another stutter by Stone Cold. Shane McMahon comes in. 1, 2. Gives him the middle fingers, which unfortunately it's censored on the here. Still is. Now, here's what's really weird about this. Bossman was supposed to come out and attack Stone Cold, but he was planning to get involved in the next tournament match, which led to Patterson and Briscoe. What the hell is this? Briscoe and I think it's Sergeant Slaughter led to them hitting Austin with a weak chair shot, but then again, he was still didn't have neck surgery yet. He would not have neck surgery until the following year. And it's like the Mankind winning the match and goes on to the finals. Stone Cold got screwed. And this led to the big story going into WrestleMania 15. We'll get to that. Very good match. 8 out of 10. And then we get the other semifinal match. The winner will face Mankind. The Rock defeats The Undertaker by disqualification. Their match was good. Really good match. Bossman comes out in this match. He sweeps The Rock's leg to stop the People's Elbow, which that's a running gag to make The Undertaker laugh. Because every time The Rock tries to do the People's Elbow on The Undertaker, that tries to make The Rock laugh. Kane runs in, chokeslams The Rock, costs The Undertaker his match. So we're going to have The Rock versus Mankind for the finals. Again, good match. 7 out of 10. And yeah, good match. DQ finish was fine. Then wait, hold on. Before that, we get this triple threat tag team match for the tag team championship. New Age Outlaws defeats D'Lo Brown, Mark Henry, and the Headbangers to retain the tag titles. Worst match of the night. It was a clunky ass match. I'll give it a 1 out of 10. Okay, a 1 out of 10. Okay, then we get the main event. The tournament finals, the Deadly Game tournament finals for the vacated WWF Championship. The best match of the show. The Rock defeats Mankind by submission, quotation marks, to become the WWF Championship. This match was the beginning of a legendary feud with these two. These two work so well together. And think of Bossman versus The Rock. Think of Bossman inadvertently handing over the next take to The Rock. Think of Bossman getting involved in Rock's semi-final match with The Undertaker. This match, to me, this whole thing was to trick the fans, thinking Mankind was their Vincent's chosen one. It was The Rock who was Vince's chosen one. Because who helped The Rock get back to the Deadly Game tournament? Shane McMahon. They did the Montreal Screwjob. It was a work Montreal Screwjob because we don't know the most infamous one, Shawn Michaels Bret Hart from the 97 one. I digress. The Rock becomes the corporate champion. And Vince, with the famous line of, "The people screwed the people!" And Rock becomes a heel, and Mankind becomes a sympathetic babyface. Rock attacks Mankind afterwards, he rock bottoms him. If they would have ended the show there, but afterwards Stone Cold Steve Austin comes out, and this is what to set the fans up. If they would have just end the show there, and then have Steve Austin come out after the show went off the air, that would have been a little better, but whatever. He stunts Mankind also, which this is the beginning of the plant the seeds for WrestleMania 15 between The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin. The WrestleMania trilogy between those two. Legendary feud between The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Amazing chemistry between Austin and Rock. But yeah, the match gets a 9 out of 10. This will lead to, their match at Rock Bottom 98, which I'm going to redo that show in December. And the famous January 4th episode of Raw. We all know about what happened on the January 4th Nitro, which I will do that on the 25th anniversary of that show. Of both those shows, rather. Survivor Series 1998, I say this is a good show. I give it 5 points for storytelling to a 7 out of 10. And now we are down to 2 more Survivor Series before we get to this year's tradition. Next week, it'll be the 20th anniversary of, to me, one of my all-time favorite Survivor Series in 2003. I can't wait to redo this show again. The last time I did this, when this laptop, it was audio. My voice was not synced in with this review. So we're going to do this again with a better audio voice. So anyway, Survivor Series 2003 is next week. I can't wait to talk about that show again. Anyways, tomorrow I'll do my SmackDown review also. And yeah, like this, comment, subscribe to my main channel and my secondary channel. Subscribe to both, and bye-bye.